Well, it's hot already. It's actually, for me, anything above 70 is uncomfortable. Especially since I'm used to 50 degrees, freezing cold nights. I just got used to it, and this temperature change overnight is extreme. And you never know, in 2 days it could be freezing again. Might be using a fireplace. It's just weird. But I've got my fans going. I'm sitting in front of the fan just to feel cool. And I'm still in the shade. The sun has not yet hit the camper. Around 1 o'clock I get about 2 hours of sunlight, and it's going to be hot. The cat is already finished. Her heat tolerance is the same as mine. She knows I'm recording her. She's smart. Okay, yesterday I was wrong. I was looking at the wrong setting on my kilowatt. I'm only using 90 watts right now. I do believe that is now watts. Yes, I was looking at voltage stupidly yesterday. No wonder it was 120. And this is with I got my TV on. I got the twin fans running. I'm answering comments and stuff right now. I just took a break to check the temperature and check my power usage. I'm pushing, let me see here. I'm pulling nearly 500 watts with full sun and the solar panels. That's, what do we got? 33 amps. But it's in absorption mode already. I could, seriously, this is crazy. You don't need many solar panels, but you need a ton of batteries. Because look, already after 2 hours of sun, it's in absorption mode already. That's just insane. I need a lot more batteries to take in the power. This heat is a killer. My tomatoes are limp. It's not lack of moisture. It's been raining for days. There's moisture right here. It's soaking wet just under the surface. Right here, that's moist. Very moist. There's tons of moisture here. But the heat, see, it's just been cold for days, and now the heat, look at everything's limp and wilting. Even my onions are lame. It's so hot. This poor guy might not make it. See the leaves curling up? It's just so hot. Here, look at this. This is from the heat. This is not lack of moisture. It's just stinking hot. Suddenly, even my potatoes are, look at that. It's just so hot. I don't know what to do. It's not lack of moisture. Right here, just under the surface, there's tons of moisture right there. It's soaking wet right here. I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but this is pure moist. So wet, so moist. Just right here. I mean, it's not lack of moisture. What's the heat? This one's struggling. 2 days of intense heat. Well, actually, today is the start of day 2. My new little veggies that I put in here looks like a desert. Looks like they're in a desert. This one's not going to make it. Again, there's plenty of water. It's just so hot. I have to get back in. I'm starting to cook. I can feel the intense heat. Well, it's even hotter when she's further gone. And I'm not much farther behind her. I want to take a nap, I think. It's just too hot. All those little black things are ants. Dead ants. Lots of dead ants. The current wave, well, the last wave I should say, is gone. Now there's a new wave coming in. There are colonies of ants. Now my homemade ant bait doesn't seem to be very attractive to them. I've got this stuff here. This is from the dollar store. It works, but they don't really like it that much. There's still quite a bit of bait in there. It works, but it seems like they're actually using it to bury their dead bodies in. They use they find a certain place to stuff dead bodies into. What I found is the best stuff in the world was taro. There's two types. Actually, this one is full of dead and dying ants. They love this stuff. This stuff is oddly crystallizing due to the heat. It's very weird. But the taro liquid ant baits, you set this stuff up and in 3 days your ant problem is gone. And so I have, as you can see, I have big, massive carpenter ants in my truck camper. They're everywhere. They're huge. They're really large. And they're everywhere. They're inside, outside. There's a big one. And I just keep putting bait out and feeding them and just hope that I'm going to kill them off. It's horrible. There's so many. And there's that many dead on the ground. Just imagine how many are inside the walls right now. Because they love to dig into the wood and make a nest inside. Well, just so you know, I tried and I failed. I have my limits and my end of patience with stupid used junk. After many hours of messing with a stupid chainsaw, I decided to give it up and throw this stupid thing away. This was the dumbest design I've ever seen in my life. You had to take it all apart. All of this, every single thing had to come apart, and then some. This is halfway reassembled to get to the carburetor to clean it. And then I couldn't get it back together again. How they engineered this, how they ever put this together, I do not know. But I could not get this stupid thing back together again. It was such a stupid setup. You've never seen me as impatient as I am right now. That is done. That chainsaw is not going to be fixed. So after losing the battle with the other one, I got determined and I came after this one again. I'm telling you, I'm sick of hand cutting wood. And you never know if the weather's going to get cold again. And either way, I should be cutting wood for winter right now. So now I need a chain. I'm definitely going to test this a few more times though to make sure it's going to be reliable. But this was so much easier. I mean, look at this. Here's the carburetor. Easy, simple. Take off the air filter, you have the carburetor. This is normal. This is good. That other one was just a nightmare. I've never seen something so stupid. And then I couldn't get the linkages, had to be connected inside the machine, and the gas line, and the oil line, and all had to be done somehow internally, inside the case. I couldn't do it. There was no way. So I'm just happy I got this fired up. Let me see if I can set the camera down and run it again. I just hope this is going to be more reliable. I'm really tired. I barely pulled it. That's nice. Well, I think I've got myself a chainsaw. I guess I do not know how to measure these. The problem is there's nothing on here. I have no idea how to measure this. I know there was various sizes for this home light model. So I think I'll just take it in and see. It depends on how I sit my phone and how close I am to it or away from it, but I'm hitting, I only had 1 to 2 bars, usually 0, and now I'm hitting 4 bars, Of course, I don't know, for some reason when I get close to it, it goes down to 3. But it is amplifying my signal for sure. There it went up to 4 again, which is more than I've ever seen out here. 4 bars is the highest I've ever seen. So the amplifier is certainly working. Now what I've got here, I know it's dark in here. I should have done this during the daylight, but I was outside working. This sits in a cradle. I'll do it again during the day, I guess. This is too dark. But this phone sits in a cradle, which has an antenna and a power wire. And then the antenna is outside up on top of the camper. I ran it through a window. I'll show you. I ran the, well, you can see my ladder still outside. I ran the wire, I had to remove a screw, and I ran the wire through a window behind the screen. I'll have to put this back together. But then I put the antenna up on top of the camper for now. So I'm going to go online and process my video for tonight and see how it works.